It's beer o'clock on Real Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Browar Piwoteka, and it's a bottle of Imperial IPA, and it's called Miasto Komino. Imperial IPA. It's 8% ABV and an incredible 120 IBUs. There's a look at the label. It looks like I've chilled the beer down. I've had it out of the fridge for about 45 minutes, so it's probably about 8 to 10 degrees. So it's the perfect drinking temperature. Just a bit of condensation on the bottle. Let's get the beer out into a glass then and see what we get. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at the smoke on the opening. So 8% ABV. Imperial IPA. Really good colour for an Imperial IPA. It's that lovely golden, fantastic colour that you would expect from an Imperial IPA. It's bottle conditioned. Perhaps I could have held some of that yeast out. And see the yeast there. Bit of a yeast cake on the bottom of the bottle. I probably could have kept that out of the glass. These things happen sometimes. You're just so excited. You want to get the beer in the glass and bang, pour too much in. Never mind. It's vitamin B. It's really healthy. So lots of carbonation. 1 to 2 finger. It's ever so slightly off white, and that lovely typical orange coloured hazy IPA. Should we get the aroma on this 120 IBU beer then? Okay. I wasn't expecting that. So it's a smoked Imperial IPA at 120 IBUs. These beers are really popular in Poland at the moment. These smoked beers. And this one, I'm telling you, it smells really smoked. I mean, this is just extreme, I think. You can pick the smokiness up from here. I'm smelling from here and I can really... I'm going to get my nose right in there. It's just from a distance I can pick up that smoke. Peated smoke. Let's dive in. Cheers. Trying to find where this, yeah, it's 120 IBU. I'm going to agree to disagree on that. If that was 120 IBUs, as it is saying on the back here, you can see, let that focus, you can clearly see with my little finger there that it's saying 120 IBUs. That is nowhere near 120 IBUs. That is, and to be honest, I'm going to give the date out for the beer. It says drink by the 23rd of the 31st of the 8th 2016. It is only the 23rd today, so there's about 8 days drinking left in that, and I'm telling you, even if the hops dropped out a little bit from this particular beer, you would still get that rampaging bitterness. That would never go away. I've had 100 IBU beers from Poland and they've torn my face off, and this, I'm just not getting it. I'm just not getting... I'm just getting loads of peaty, smoky sweetness and a little bit of smoke. Well, lots of smokiness, to be honest. Not a little bit, it's lots of it. But there's no bitterness at all. There's no... I'm not picking up any hops. They're minimal. The hops are minimal in this beer. I'm just wondering why they would choose to say that. Why it's 120 IBUs. I've had Crazy Mike from Ale Browar, and that was just bonkers. That was just amazing. This it's too smoky for my liking. It's just, it seems to be, I went to Poland in 2014 and it was all IPAs and it was all kind of, I had a couple of wild beers, lots of pale ales, lots of hoppy beers, and I've gone back 2 years later. I went back 2015 as well. Didn't try too many smoky beers, but I went back 2016 and I spoke to Tom Kuiper about it, and he was saying there's so many smoke beers now and I'm not a fan of them. He was telling me, and I'm going to admit, alright, I just reviewed a beer from Dr. Brews, the old lager. That was slightly, you know, it was in the realms of tasty smokiness. This is just extreme. This is just, it's too much. It's too much. Too smoky. The only explanation is maybe the Polish want to kind of forge their own path, forge their own way of, their own style, their own ideas. They're not kind of chasing the world. They're not chasing the American IPA anymore. Perhaps they want to kind of, like they were bringing, what's that smoky, Grygicki. They were bringing out Grygicki's, which were an old Polish style, which was a smoked beer, but it was only 3%, average 3% ABV, and it was lovely. Slight bit of smokiness, lovely drinkability, but they've kind of forging a it's almost as if they're trying to force a style. They're trying to force this new style, and they really want it to work. But for me, it's too much malt. It's 8% ABV. It's a big stodgy beer. Too much malt, way too much smokiness, and not a lot else. Certainly not 120 IBUs. So I'm going to rate this, and this is probably one of the most disappointing Polish beers I've come across. I've had some amazing Polish beers. I don't know where they're going with this smoke style. I'm probably not going to drink any more of that, if I'm honest. Miasto Komino, Browar Piwoteka. Nah. That's 4 out of 10. Really disappointing. Okay, thanks for watching. Please comment, please subscribe, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, and cheers.